Hello everyone. Today, let's learn how to create a waterfall chart. Waterfall charts analyze how an initial value changes step by step into a final value. It's called a waterfall chart because its layout resembles a waterfall. In real-world use cases, two common use cases stand out. First, profit decomposition. We break down the factors that affect profit, like revenue, costs, and taxes, into a waterfall format. This helps us clearly see how monthly profits evolve, from revenue all the way to net profit. In this tutorial, we'll use this example. The blue bar shows the starting monthly profit. Then, with increases in revenue, decreases in costs, and changes in taxes, at last we reach the final profit value. That's the case we'll be working on. Another common use case is tracking inventory fluctuations. You can show how inventory changes over time, due to purchases, sales, stock takes, losses, and so on. Okay, let's look at the example we'll demonstrate. First, we have a selector, which is a date. And this is our waterfall chart. The chart is broken down into sections, labeled with different colors. Blue is our initial value. Green represents increases, like revenue in this example, or other non-operating income. Red represents decreases, such as our costs, taxes, etc., are all in red. Finally, black is our ending value. The calculation logic is initial plus green, red equals black. That's the chart we're going to build. Alright, let's look at the data model used here. In this model, the fact table includes a date field. And our account. The account include initial value, revenue, costs, taxes and other expenses. Other objects are company and amounts. About the amounts, we need to distinguish plus and minus. If it's revenue, it's usually a positive number. If it's a cost, it's a negative number. Generally speaking, this data needs to be calculated and converted into base table data for our use in data warehouse. Okay, let's see how to create a waterfall chart. We'll create a new page. Then, insert our chart. In this case, we'll choose a waterfall chart. First, we select a measure, choose the amount. Next, under Dimensions, we select Date first, then choose Account. Alright, now under Color, we select the second options. Great, we've created a waterfall chart successfully. Let's drag it down below. Let's start by adjusting the format of this chart. Click on the Format Adjustment panel. We'll begin by changing the background. As for the background, we set it to gray. Alright, next, let's adjust the borders. We'll select all borders. For the border color, we'll also choose gray. Okay. Now we'll assign a unique color to the initial value column. With this, we'll have 4 distinct colors in the chart. The initial value is a blue color alone. And then, the green represents an increase, red indicates a decrease, and black represents the final total. This gives the chart a more structured look. We can double-click the current green column for the initial value and change it to blue. Great, with that done, we've created a waterfall chart to show the increases and decreases from the initial value. All set. Now let's insert a selector. This will be our input control. We'll use a date picker. Alright, select all members. Okay. Now we can view the P&L changes for a specific month. For example, I want to see us switch to view mode. For example, I want to see a certain months, February of 2025, for example. Now at this point, it will show the change of the factors in February 2025. If you want to see a quarter, it'll show P&L changes for that quarter instead. Okay, so that's how we can explore P&L changes for one or several months. Another common feature we often used is converting the waterfall chart into a flat layout. Now, let's see how to do that and what it looks like. In the Date section, click on the Hierarchy button. Then select the hierarchy, and choose Flat Display. Great, apply the changes. Now, let's switch back to View mode, to see what's changed. For example, let's view the data for January, February, and March as a sequence. In this case, it shows the progression from January's initial value through income, cost, and other expenses, to present a continuous story across months. So, using this flat format, we can clearly visualize changes in the profit and loss statement over a specific time range. You can also compare the horizontal axis of your month. If the layout is too cluttered, we can switch the orientation. It is like a tree structure, for easier analysis. Like a tree structure, for easier analysis. There you go, as you can see. From January to May, we get a clear view of income, cost, and expense trends. Using this approach, we can clearly understand how the profit and loss evolves, and which factors contribute to profit increases or decreases. Alright, this is all for this video. Thanks for watching.